Y'all fundamentally don't understand how averages work. And I'm about to explain it to you in very simple math. If you have 10 people and you have $100 and you give one person $10, the next person $10, the next 8 people $10, all $10 a piece, the average income of the group is $10. And nobody's at zero. Keep that in mind. That average is the same average income as one person with $0, 8 people with $1, and one person with $92. If you add it all up and then divide by the amount of placeholders you have, it's $10. It's a $10 average income. Do you understand now? Except for there's even a zero variable or even a going in debt variable. Except for the differences between the wealth is not 1 to 92. It's 63% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So they're at zero. So it's exponentially worse. It's a million to one or multiple million to one. In best case scenario, it's multiple million, multiple billion to, I'm talking about their bank accounts and our bank accounts. It's multiple millions or multiple billions to a couple hundreds or a couple thousands at best ratios, which is still not enough to be on the upper part of the K part of the recession, which means we exponentially get poorer. Even if you have that much, even if you have thousands in your bank account, you still exponentially get poorer because you still don't have enough to put your hat in the ring with buying assets and things like this. Meanwhile, their wealth compounds and grows. So it's much, much, much worse than just the truth I told you about that little game. Also, we shouldn't even be concerned with how well the mythical average person is doing. There could be no one in the middle. There could be only extremes. Anytime you have extremes put into averages, it skews the entire thing. So if you have extreme wealthy people in your society, it skews the average up. That makes everybody look like they're doing better than they are. That's my point. It makes America look like it's doing better than it is. It makes business deals, makes them look like they're doing better than they are. And then you can just do the opposite if you want to make something look worse. You can apply this to dating. You can apply this to pretty much everything in life. You could probably apply it to sports. You could apply it to anything. You know, dating standards, beauty standards, everything. Averages lie. Averages lie more than they don't. Even though it's not the math's fault. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So if it was more realistic, you would have millions of people, 63% of them, they would be full-time working, and their bank account would be at zero. And there would be a couple hundred people that just own everything. And there's no way to get in either, because we're not talking about working out, where everybody can, it's their own fault if they're not doing push-ups. You have to get money from other people. You have to these rich people have to give you money for your hard work. And if the job position's filled, you don't get it and they keep it. That's why it's actually trickle up economics. That's the truth. That is the truth. I don't care if you call it capitalism. I don't care if you call it da da da. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's getting more and more extreme every year that goes by. And they can just keep. The more money they make, the better the average is going to look, guys. The worse the economy gets, the more money they make, the better it's going. They can just lie and say it's good, but everybody knows it's not. You're either barely stable, one injury away from going back down to zero and losing your entire emergency fund. That happened to you when you're at zero, or you're doing really, really well. The people who are actually comfortable but also have incredibly hardworking, that's hyper rare. Okay, so if you actually picture it, there's standards of people you meet, there's a lot of people at the top in a way, but not compared to the millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people at the very bottom. So that's how averages actually work and lie to you. And people are probably going to get mad, and I'm putting myself out there. But guys, you gotta wake up. You gotta stop playing your delusion games. Okay? Stop being delusional. Hard work does not guarantee financial compensation. Okay? Being self-sacrificial does not guarantee financial compensation. It doesn't. It doesn't. It does not. It does not. Because all they're going to do is they're going to min-max your value to whatever they can get you for. Even if you got hired, they're just going to min-max you. They're going to hold the carrot on the stick in front of you. Yeah. But I think that's enough for that. Much shorter video. So yeah. You've been listening to Cam Rants Radio. See ya.